Hello, welcome folks. Time for another stream with Titan Vial. Win rate up to, I don't know, 35 match wins, 10 losses. I don't know how much that is. Also, apparently, the Reduke did a feature on my on my deck, so that was cool. That was cool. And then, of course, this is the feature. And then I just couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. If you go to the bottom, boom! Advertising done right. Am I right? And by the way, you can check out the article I wrote on the deck right here. Boom. Or more specifically, there. You don't even need to be a patron. Available for free. For every folk. Yeah. We keep this. We keep these hands. So we're going turn 1 Reclaimer. Depending on what my opponent does, we might actually Thalia onto. My opponent is the king of the elves, so... I just sent him a message. I'm not the king, but I got elves as well. Moto chat is great. Oh no, Inquisition. The good thing is that Inquisition means that my Reclaimer is not getting attacked. So if they steal my Thalia here, which is probably what's gonna happen. If they take my Thalia, then I play for my promo pack for the Reclaimers. Poggers. The only elf support is gonna have is BBE, yeah. Unsurprisingly, Thalia is they want to go. I think I'm definitely interested in passing here. We'll see what they do. Maybe we see another discard spell. If I see no removal though, I am interested in Flagstones for Flagstones, I think. Because we're gonna end up with 3 mana. Then we get to Dryad, and then we also get to activate Reclaimer again, so that should be great. What is this? Ren and Ticks. When you sack Flagstones to go get Flagstones, it feels like your teachings for teachings. Well, Pog. So now my opponent might use their mana to answer my board. And I didn't attack there on purpose, because I'm representing the Reclaimer activation. If they have a discard spell, they have a discard spell. But Reclaimer being a 1/2 is poggers. I know, right? Isn't this deck just sick? Isn't this card just so sick? Man, this card is so good. And I love that in this deck, I get to play literally every single one of my top 5 favorite cards of all time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of them. All 5 of my top favorite cards of all time played in the same deck. That's just good deck building, isn't it? What's the 5th? I honestly don't think I have a 5th. Where's prime time? Here's prime time. I can probably guarantee that my opponent did not see that coming. What just happened right there, I can guarantee they did not see it coming. 1, 2, 1, and 2. Yes, always yes, always yield. Vial is 5th after this deck becomes meta, probably. Attack Ren, attack them. Alright, King, do your worst. I could have gotten field there, but with 2 Reclaimers in hand, like, I just don't know what my opponent's supposed to do here. Like, they have to answer my Titan or the game just ends on the spot. In which case, I just get to activate Reclaimer with a Dryad on board, which is very likely just lethal. They can discard spell me, sounds good. I predict a Saffron Olive article the next month. Apparently both Sam Black and Reed Duke wrote articles on the deck. Reed's is available on CFBs, the one that I just showed, which is pretty... It's just pretty short. And at this point, we actually have lethal rolled up, so... No, the CFB one is the one that I just showed at the beginning of the stream. And then if you want to really read an actual article on the deck, that's the one that I wrote. I guess that Reads is not really an article, it's more of a feature. Reads is a feature, and I have not seen, I have actually not seen Sam's, so I don't know what it is. We want all my lands. I think I kind of want to cut Vials in this matchup. I've been cutting Vials and it's been working out fine. So we can do this. Knight of Autumn doesn't do anything. Mind Sensor dies to Ren. So I just cut all of my X1s that are not Eternal Witness. Yeah, sure, let's go with this. Yeah, Samsung Premium will be free after 1 week. Okay, so I guess I'll read it next week. I have no rush. I would definitely be interested in knowing what Sam's thoughts on the deck are. But I'm not paying SCG Premium excited, you know? What are these decks' bad matchups? We actually have a pretty good Ponza matchup. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little bit sketch, but... Turn 1 Ravine. I think I'm just gonna Steve on 2. Take it from there. Have I gotten to activate Golos yet? Yes. Multiple times. If you go on my YouTube, you can actually see the first time that I 5-0'd with the deck. And that time I got to activate Golos against... cool, so no No Ashiok nor Liliana next turn, which is good for us. Yeah, so I got to activate. Oops, I almost have 6 there. Brutal. Good Forest. Play Steve. Say go. I got to activate Golos in a Naya matchup. In a deck against like a Naya Brew, like a Stoneforge deck. It was honestly kind of sick. It was a really cool match. It almost came down to decking. My opponent had like active Clothes and like infinite champ blockers, and I had like a 17-16 Tireless Tracker or something like that I just could not really continue. That I could not continue. I just couldn't continue cycling because I was gonna deck. So, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. What is this? Goifo? 3 mana. What do we got? Fulminator Mage. Sounds good. I'm gonna blow up my Valakut. Sure. I think I pass here. Bog you. Play Reclaimer. Attack Ren. Next turn we can Arasta. Can play in place of an enemy in the main. Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. Sure. Have I considered Vizier the Menagerie for the 4th slot? I don't think it's good enough. I don't think it's good enough. I'd rather have Tireless Tracker than Vizier. It's kind of a good win for us. So I expect this is a Liliana minus? Oh, okay. Thoughtseize. So maybe Arasta's gonna go here? Honestly, it kind of has to be Arasta. I don't understand why you would minus the Ren of the Steve, though. How long did it take you to truly know the deck? I mean, I'm still building it, right? I'm still trying out cards. I'm still trying to see what works and what doesn't. But I've been playing it for 2 weeks now. The deck is exactly 2 weeks and 2 days old. LOL. Exactly 2 weeks and 2 days old. But I'm still working on it. So if they have Liliana, we get kind of owned here. Because we know that they have a Catacombs that they've been rebuying with the Ren. But if they don't have Liliana, they have a removal spell. Then we at least get some value on the way out. What's up, Mr. Fridge? And okay, so there's no need for them to show me that, but I'll take it. So they have a Verdant. That's interesting. This is very, very weird. We can't really block us, otherwise they just Ren minus. So we just gotta draw Exactly that. So... And I'm gonna Golos here instead of... Excuse me. And I'm gonna Golos here instead of Gargaroth. Because it sets up a Titan. Sets up a game-winning Titan for next turn. I think I'm supposed to get Castle here. I definitely want to get a green source. Yeah, let's get Castle. We get punished for this if they play another Thoughtseize. But they cannot Liliana plus Thoughtseize, and I really doubt that they have 2 Thoughtseizes, so I think we're fine here. Wish they would design a Lance Planeswalker. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah. Could be fun. I mean, Nissa is kind of the land planeswalker, right? Like, Nissa is the one that reanimates lands and does stuff with lands. Nissa Vital Force particularly is pretty... It's my favorite one. Vital Force is definitely the one that I like the best. Yeah, if this is my opponent's turn, the game is officially over now. Isn't Ren the Lancewalker? Yeah, apparently there are a lot of Lancewalkers. Not a land-themed Planeswalker, but an actual land Planeswalker that is fetchable with Titan. Oh! What? No, that sounds like a terrible idea. Let's not do that. They can Liliana Plus if they want. I don't think they can win the game if Liliana Plus is their plan. Wasteland in a Planeswalker seems great. Isn't there like a something like that that just came up in... I totally forgot to reset the record. Whoopsies. Isn't there like a creature that is not a creature, but it's a land? Oh, like you pay 4 mana to play a land. No. There's like a one that was printed recently. It's a commander blue-green thing. Yeah, that one. It's a 4 Simic 12/12 creature. Yes, that one. Arix Metis. It might actually not be in Moto. Maybe it is. Sweet, yeah, it is. Yeah, this thing. Slumbering Isle. 4 mana, 12/12. When it enters the battlefield tapped with 5 slumber counters on it, as long as it has a slumber counter on it, it's a land. Whenever you cast a spell, you remove a slumber counter. So this is, I guess, like the closest. So you just spend 4 mana to play a land, and the land taps for 2 mana. It's pretty cool. It's an interesting design for sure. Is it good? No. It's probably not, but it's cool as hell. Well, mono 3 drops dot hand. Might be a little bit too slow. Oh, we're playing against Yorion. Sure, let's keep this. I'm gonna bottom Bajuk Bog. They played against you in Modern Masters Limited. That's sick. Vial? No Vial. Never lucky. We're playing against Scapeshift though, so this is actually one of our absolute worst matchups, which is unfortunate. Also, my opponent is playing 100 cards, not 80. Kind of perplexed about that. Oh, now we find the vial? God damn it. Steve's too good here, though. All right. Color me impressed, opponent. I guess not impressed, more like intrigued. Color me intrigued. And now the question, I think I just want to play a Vial, get this going, because my opponent is playing blue. So I don't really know how much time I have before they start doing their silly blue nonsense. I pray they are on treasure hunt right now. They could be. I don't think that you want to be playing the treasure hunt deck with 100 cards though. It's this deck. Alright, so now we wait. Valakut right here. No Valakut. Feels bad, man. Opponent doesn't let me draw cards. God damn it. I just wanted to draw cards, opponent. Just let me. I'm trying to decide which version of Amulet to take to FNM tomorrow. Subscribe to Patreon yesterday? Thank you so much, Alex Noah. Welcome to Patreon then. Wow, it is Treasure Hunt. That's crazy. And they only drew 2 cards. Feels bad, man. So they drew a Breeding Pool and Escape Shift. Another Treasure Hunt. Which revealed it was Saichu and Escape Shift. You want something that deals with Anasium better? Play against the Anasium player literally every week. Play Karn. That is actually an easy matchup to fix. Just play Karn. And the Anasium matchup goes from very, very tough to actually quite positive. Yeah, it is Seismic Swans. And also my opponent is playing a 100 card version of the deck somehow. But in their 100 card deck, they somehow managed to find turn 3 Seismic Assault and cast it. Turn 3 Seismic Assault and cast it. And turn 4 Swans and cast it. My opponent is the real legend here. Yeah, our opponent is just really, really good. I'm kinda jealous. This is not me. I mean, why wouldn't you? My opponent's playing what, like a 40 plus land deck. They have 24 cards in hand currently, and still 48 cards in their deck. Oh, and 20 cards in the yard too, for good measure. This is delightful. They're living the good life. They're living the best life. Are you kidding me? Look at what they're doing. So sick. I am jealous. Is this live or pre-recorded? This is always live, my friend. This is always live. And thank you for that follow, Al678. Can I ask them for a list? They have all the hits. They have Scapeshift, they have Field of Ruin, they have Bosaiju, they have Mystic Sanctuary. Like, what else could you want? I imagine they're going to discard the land to kill the Reclaimer. They kinda have to. Or not. They just go to discard. I mean, maybe they whiff. They have to discard a lot of cards. So they kill with Splendid Reclamation. Well, we have Instant Speed Bog for Splendid Reclamation, so we're probably fine about that. They took an EDH deck and they killed into the Rune format. Well, it can't be an EDH deck because they drew 2 of their Treasure Hunts. And they have double Steam Vents, triple Steam Vents, that is. Not EDH confirmed. No. This is my opponent very willingly choosing to put all of these cards in their deck. Every single one of these decisions that they've taken. How is the opponent not killing us yet? I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever. Alright, some other hits that my opponent's deck has. Uro. More Molten Vortex. More Swans. More Uro. Loam. Prime Time. Bloodbraid. More Treasure Hunts. Prismatic Omen. Scapeshift. Seismic Assault. Dryad. Prismatic Omen. Bloodbraid Elf. So I'm feeling kind of compelled to kill them right now. I feel kind of compelled to kill them right now. So we're getting Valakut, so I can Valakut the Swans, I think. And draw 3. And we take it from there. Just your casual ancestral. Okay. So I think we have to find either Valakut. We need to find the second Valakut. Or Splendom Druid is not bad, actually. Because that's a couple of triggers. So this is my second land that I'm playing. So they're attempting to go off in response. They probably wouldn't draw enough lands to kill my Dryads, I assume. Just gonna force yield. Oh, we can just cast Titan. That makes sense. Yeah, casting Titan is lethal. Unless they kill both of my Dryads. So you're gonna need to have 4 lands in their hand. Alright, just gonna wait for them to show me how they kill all my stuff. They only have one card that I know of, which is Escape Shift. But they have 22 cards in hand currently. Whoops. So I suspect that my opponent needs to just kill me here. Well, I mean, they're about to draw... They are about to have 14 cards left in their 100 card deck. They need 20 lands to kill us? No, they need 10. Because each one deals 2 damage, right? Yeah, they have 24 cards in hand currently. So Dryad 1 gone. And this seems to be number 2. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Maybe this forces them to discard another one. Sealed. And boom. So now we're gonna cast the Titan. And we're getting Bojuka Bog. We made our land drops. So we're getting Bojuka Bog for sure, because they have Uros in there that are scary and stuff like that. Maybe Field of the Dead? I guess Radiant Fountain is the one that keeps me the furthest away from losing. I feel like with the stuff that I have in hand, I should be able to win eventually. Yeah, now they're gonna need, I guess not 12, but 10 lands still. But that's kind of the point. Like, they didn't have 12 lands before. They didn't have 10 lands before, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here. However, they might have land into Prismatic Omen into Scapeshift, and I'm dead to that. And they discarded Prismatic Omen, so I'm assuming that they have a Prismatic Omen in hand. Although they might not have enough mountains left in the deck, or enough Valakuts. Valakut, 2 Valakuts, 3 Valakuts. Opponent's deck is kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, maybe they have Dryad. Dryad plus land. But Scapeshift doesn't do shit anymore, because they have 9 cards left in their deck. I don't think Scapeshift does anything. Their exile is bigger than my starting deck, that's true. This is screenshot worthy right here. Yeah, there's the Dryad. So they're probably going to go land, trigger Valakut into land, trigger Valakut. Oh, damn, we're going for it. What a masterpiece. Exactly. Is this the O2 bracket? Nope. This is the 1-0 bracket, my friend. Just a classic matchup, right? Just a classic Titan Vial versus 100 card Swans matchup. It's just a very, very standard matchup. This is Modern right now, folks. Every now and then, somebody comes to the chat and they complain that Modern is like boring or like stuff. I'm like, have you been playing Modern lately? Because maybe we're just playing a different format, you know? Maybe they think they're playing Modern, but they're playing something else. They're playing something else, sorry? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. What am I supposed to do if they untap? Oh, they had a second Valakut in hand. Okay, so that should be enough to kill me, I think. With then having a second Valakut, they should have enough to lethal me here. Especially when I'm out of Dryads in play. Alright. So that's it as far as land drops go. But then they get an attack in with the Swans. And then they just need 4 lands in hand. And I'm dead. Oh, Udo. So they just have an Uro here. That's an extra land drop. So then they only need 1 land. So they need, I guess they need Uro and 2 more and 2 lands in hand. That's it. If they have Oracle, I'm gonna cry. That would be kind of sick. If they have Oracle in their deck, I would be okay losing to Oracle. I would be okay losing to Oracle. Another Dryad. And that is effectively the same as the Uro. It's just one extra land drop. That's all that it is. Opponent's deck is a deck construction masterpiece. They have Oracle, but it's cool in Oracle. Nice. Is this still game 1? Yep. Still waiting for my opponent to finally kill me. They are super close. They're only 2 lands away from killing me. They drew 99 cards this game. The classic do stuff, do stuff, do stuff, do stuff, do stuff, do stuff conceit. Go on for literally, what is like 17 minutes? Go off for literally 17 minutes, conceit. A classic play. Classic play. I think there's anything I'm really looking for. Vials are good. Thalia sounds alright. This one I don't like. When discovered a modern equivalent of a 4 horseman. Damn. They tried to bluff me? Yeah, but I'm not gonna... I'm not going to concede when I'm not dead. Purge for Seismic Assault? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but it's like, would I rather have Purge for Seismic Assault? Or would I rather have Knight for Seismic Assault? And I don't think I want Purge, Knight, and Path. Path answers Swan and Dryad. And Knight of Autumn answers Seismic Assault and Prismatic Omen and Dryad. So I think I'd rather have Knight over Purge. Let's actually do this on the draw and let's do the opposite on the play. Incidentally, you don't have a cyber plan for Seismic Assault. 100 cards Seismic Assault? No, I don't have a plan. Wow, they actually have 99 cards. They don't have 100. I wonder how did they come to the conclusion that the perfect number of lands was not. It was not 100. 100 is a suboptimal amount of cards to have in your deck. But 99 is good. Cannot believe you're unprepared for Seismic Assault. I know. Feels awful. Classic Swans Seismic Assault deck that plays Tranquil Thicket on turn 1, right? It's classic. What am I getting here? Well, I could start beating down if I get a fetch land. I kind of like that. So we get a fetch. We go get a forest here. Play tracker. Play a fetch. Because I'm not going to be using my mana this turn, so we can do this. And we can actually start blocking them for 3. It's basically Delver. We're basically playing Delver. Next turn we can Mind Sensor plus probably Crackly Kramer, go get... No, actually I'm gonna crack Glue, I think. It just pressures them better. My opponent had mana problems until then they played the Prismatic Omen and everything was right with the world. Oh. So we can swing for 7 here. That's a notification. Who's out with the hose? Thank you so much for that. This lives gives me a headache. Oh man, how's it going? My opponent just doesn't want to let me think. Tracker has to be my favorite card in this list. I mean, Primetime is also here. We're gonna get back on the moto grind. Dude. It's a good time. It's a good time. Modern is pretty fine right now. Some people think that Jund is still playable, so just saying. Just saying. Shooter Shotokan. I mean, it's not a waste of time. Like, my opponent is playing a fun deck. Like, their deck looked pretty sweet. Like, they started going. They just started going off, and I'm like, that's cool. But, like, we're doing some good stuff as well. And it seems like their good stuff was not as good as our good stuff, so... Excuse me, how was Gargaroth been? Actually pretty solid. It's been okay. Like, I'm not married to the card, but it's been okay. Like, this is the card that I really want to try out and see what happens. I would like to get paired against like a Jund or a blue deck. The problem is like, we don't need this card against Jund. We kind of need this card against a blue deck. I don't know how they didn't have enough lands to not shock you out. I have no idea. They literally needed 2 lands and they had 20 cards in hand. But somehow neither of those cards were 2 lands, I guess? Have I played versus Swans with this deck? Yeah, I feel like the matchup is pretty good for us. Mistaken. I've beaten it every time I played against it, which has been like 4 or 5 times now. Seems like I would almost want Oracle Muldaya instead of Gargaroth. Well, been there, done that, my friend. If you want to learn more about the deck, like some of the cards that I've tried out and that kind of stuff, I recommend you check out that article that I wrote that I published yesterday. Because most of the cards that people suggest, I have already tried, and there's a reason why I'm not playing them. Oh, sweet, I got my wish. Alright, so I said I wanted to play against the Mystic Sanctuary deck, and there we go. Gargaroth has been great when I tried it in other decks. Yeah, Gargaroth has just been like a solid card. I consider Quagnoth. Oh man. Oh man. The Quagnoth meme is a serious one. I just love how the deck aims to beat the Mystic Sanctuary decks, but then it just cannot beat a Resolved Uro. So it's just like... like, it's cool and everything, but like... Is that really what you want to be doing? Just play a card that cannot beat my opponent's main threat? Eesh. Thank you for mentioning me in your article. Oh yeah, 100%, Derek. I always give credit where credit is due. I think it's extremely shitty when people don't do that. Which unfortunately does happen every now and then. But like if somebody's doing something cool, or in this case somebody's taking a risk like you were, then I definitely love to make sure that I credit those folks. So we're gonna be sacking Flagstones again. I think I just don't want to show the castle just in case. We're gonna be Illidan Risk Calling on end step and activating Reclaimer. What does this deck need? Are we light on any access to look for versatility or in some of our flex slots? We are medium against some Uro piles, and we are medium against combo decks. That's why the Thalias are in the deck, in order to make us a little bit less medium against combo decks. Still my dude. This is gonna be land number 5. Yeah, sure. What can I use as bait? Sleeping on my deck while watching me. Sounds nice. Marco CDF with the tier 1 sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. 90 looks like bait. Nah, Iwit is just better bait. And now that we get to double spell, this is even better bait. Do they really want to raise the creature deck? Seems like a weird plan. Place into Mana League, I know. It worked. Sweet. Alright, so now they can't attack me anymore. If we get to resolve Golos, we're gonna be in business. If we get to untap, that sounds like a Wrath to me. Yep. One, two, three, four, 1, 2. Player on Mana Leak. Unfortunately, we cannot play around Mana Leak and Remand. So if they have Remand, I'm assuming that it's more likely they have Mana Leak than Remand. Sweet. Oh man, one short. Alright, we can do instant speed, right? Yeah. If you're not, if it's a creature card, you put it into your hand, otherwise you may put it into your graveyard. Udo. Alright, so we're gonna have to face the Titan of Nature's Wrath. If they find a land here, which they didn't, which is cool for us. I love that this is a May too. Yard. They've only used one cryptic. Can I beat Uro though? What if I go squatter here? Let's try that. Opponent baits. All right. So now we don't die. They just need to have exactly Mana Leak right now. The only problem is that we have not given them a good time to use Mana Leak just yet. So if they do have the Mana Leak or the Remand, we're like super screwed. They don't. Sick! So now we bog them. Alright, Nihilea is kind of nuts. I am kind of sold on Nihilea in this kind of matchup. Path? Sure. I don't mind shuffling too much because like each shuffle means an Nihilea activation, so that's fine. Jace. All right. So they definitely have Cryptic. Start things there. Make a Sombo. Ramming up is gone. That's definitely important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So we can do 5 to play Titan. I kind of don't want to expose the Nihilea to path, so I think we're just going to attack a Jace. Oh, it's not a creature, so I can't activate the ability. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. That's hilarious. Well, I'm not going to play into another Wrath. There's kind of no need for me to do this. And if they want to use the Cryptic on end step to like bounce my Nihilea or something, that's cool. And if they decide to waste their mana instead, that's also cool. Can do it anyway. Yeah, I could cast this, but I'm playing into Mana Leak for no reason, and I'm playing into the Wrath as well, into a potential Wrath, so I'd rather just pass the turn and just... This Nihilea already drew me 3 cards. So also there's the fact that I actively do not want to activate my Nylea because that means that my opponent's going to be able to path it, exactly. So like I actively want to make sure that I am not playing more stuff into the Nylea, basically. Okay, so attack Jace, no, attack Jace, and attack Jace. I think all of them need to go at Jace, because I know they have a path, and if they have two paths... Oh, why didn't I attack with Steve? Why didn't Steve get in there? This was just a mistake. I just misclicked, because I'm stupid. Alright. So that resolved. Jace down. Good. Good. Plague Dryad. There's the Cryptic. Counter drop. It's fine. So now we're gonna get to draw the Thalia with Nylea, and then we 1, 2, 3 activate Nylea. Alright, this card is insane. When I play laptop first, I would pass shuffling away Valakut. Because if my opponent is pathing one of my stuff before I do anything, then I don't think I'd mind too much. Got him! Just a casual draw, like 17 cards, no big deal. Just your casual draw 17. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're fine. I kind of like Mind Sensor in this matchup, actually. Seems like the getcha potential with Mind Sensor is gonna be through the roof. Nylea plus Corsair giving me a Susa plus Corsair's flashbacks. I'm here for it. Oh yeah, 100%. Alright, very impressed by the work that Nylea just did. Very impressed. Would I rather have a land or an Illidanbri Skull? What would I cut? Like a Radiant Fountain? Shape of Gold, Shape Tutors versus Counter Magic. Well, the thing is that Call allows me to play at instant speed, which is precisely important against the Counter Magic deck. Mull to 6 into a turn 2 Thalia hand. Yep, keeping this. Probably bottom the prime time for now. It's a vintage thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to be doing that here. You never want to take those kind of things in the abstract, right? You always want to take those things in context, and like thus that makes sense in the context of my deck. Is you shouldn't just take those sayings as something absolute. Hey Yams, how's it going? How's it going? Well, we're violin and tightening. It's almost an absolute when it comes to hand disruption in grindy matchups. No, not really, because like Death Shadow is a grindy matchup, but I think that you actually want to keep some discard spells against Death Shadow, for example, if you are Jund. So I disagree that it's an absolute. Death Shadow is not grindy? I disagree. Death Shadow can kill you quickly, but it's also what I would consider a grindy matchup for sure. Definitely been able to apply some things to format. Yeah, it's very much contextual. I'm just leaving up the deck next week, you got me. I mean, just look at the facts, right? How much have I been winning with this deck lately? My opponent is super far away from... So if I play either Dryad or Tracker or Knight, I'm playing into Aether Gust. But if I'm not doing that, then I'm allowing them to Growth Spiral. So I think I'm going to bite the bullet here, and I think I'm just gonna play the Knight here. It delays my Aether Vial for sure, but like in the meantime, my opponent is getting... I'm gonna bottom this. In the meantime, my opponent is getting beaten down by this Thalia. This looks like the Legacy Green White Depths. Is that what you got the inspiration from? No, actually not. You can read about it there. Zero Color 4098. Think about the follow. My basement like a troll, find the remaining cards for this version. Yeah, I bought everything last week. I bought everything this week, sorry. Am I getting path here? That's actually kind of great for us. Because now we're gonna get to... Probably... Should we Tracker? I think I should Tracker. Mana Leak. That's brutal. Honestly, I'm very interested that they left in Mana Leak. That does not seem correct at all. Ashiok. Cool. Mill yourself, opponent. You're playing Uro. Come on. Oh, so infuriating. So annoying to see this happen over and over and over again. You gotta mill yourself. You're playing Uro in your deck. Jeez, man. I don't know why it bothers me so much when people do this. And they keep doing it! Like, I have a dead card on top of my deck. I'm drawing a dead card. Why? Why are you giving me a good card instead? Why, opponent? Opponent, why? Why are you doing this, opponent? Like, I drew a real card, and my opponent fixed my next two draw steps by giving me zombie triggers. And they didn't even get closer to casting Uro. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing how people do this. It blows my mind. Anyway. I don't think I'm supposed to play Reclaimer into a Wrath here. I think we just pass. This is just outrageous. This is just outrageous. Definitely 100% putting 2 counters on this blast zone. They do like because of the one time that they won by milling their opponent. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just really find it extremely annoying for no real reason. BBN3 could be a bit spicy in this list. I think BBN is just worse than something like Nylea. It does the same thing, but Nylea does it so much better. Like we just saw, it's untouchable. It's basically untouchable as long as you're careful and you can activate multiple times. Like we drew like 5 cards from that Nylea, which is insane. It's correct when you don't have any synergies yourself and your opponent has plenty, but here it's really good. Yeah, that's my point. Shuto Jotoken. That's exactly my point. It's just like people activate mindlessly without thinking. Like if my opponent stopped for 1 second to think, they could say, oh, wait a second. I'm playing Uro in my deck. I have a Field of Ruin right here. Maybe I mill an Uro. Is it worth it to mill my opponent's deck? Like, what is the advantage that I am gaining by milling them versus what is the advantage that I'm gaining by milling myself? Is this actually going down to 2 relevant? Is this going to come up? Like, is the actually winning the game by making sure my opponent has less cards in their deck? Or is this actually winning the game because it's preventing my opponent to use their tutors and stuff? If you answer all of those questions, then you're going to come to the conclusion that minusing this is just ridiculous. And if you do it, it's because you want to mill an Uro. Should you get milled out and give this up to Nagus? Damn it, now I have to cheer for my opponent to continue activating Ashiok. Just like fail to attack the Ashiok, just say like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna attack the Ashiok anymore. Like you're good. Ashiok Mill is a good Planet Limited. Maybe that's what opponent remembers. Maybe. That must be it. Probably Cryptic Tap here. Maybe they'll go tap bounce and we get to Bojuka Bog them. Oh no, they just tap draw. Okay. Bog you. No sanctuary for you, nerd. I think we just chill here. I take this up to 3, so it's closer to like, if I want to blow this up, I can, and if I don't, I also can. What are they gonna do? Kill my Field of the Dead? Sure. Oh my. Once more with feeling. Opponent fixed into the draws? Yeah, I know. Just making my top decks better. Feels good, man. Supreme Verdict. Sure. So I do want to draw that Arasta, I think. But I'm definitely cracking this now. So we're gonna say no here. 2, 3, 4. Play Arasta. Play Reclaimer. Call. Nylia. Do you see that Sam Black just released an article on my list? I didn't see the article, but somebody already came into the stream and they told me, which is really cool. Could have tightened it. Yeah, I could have tightened, but like both of my fields are gone. So there's no need for me to do it, basically. Okay, so they're gonna Wrath here, which means we get to resolve Nylia. And I think we're actually gonna take up the Vial. Because it gives me more mana to activate here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what's up. Tracker. Sick. Just gonna play a Reclaimer. And we're gonna activate again on end step. Big Tef. All right, that's a good one actually. What? Excuse me? I'm gonna get Vesuva too. Oh, we didn't play the lands this game, right? Sanctuary seems better. So we Sanctuary, make a clue, and then we bog. Making sure that they cannot rebuy the thingy. Easy game. Easy life. Is there a single thing that Vial does against us? No, my opponent just was not aware. Maybe they saw like Bujuki Bog and I thought that I have discard spells or something. What was this game? I have no idea. I have no idea, but I was really impressed by this card. If we try Titan, we win, exactly. We could have drawn a Titan and we didn't want to. That's how well we were doing. Can't read good or nah. I tried it one league and it didn't do anything. Like it didn't do absolutely anything at all, so I just cut it. Sand doesn't do anything. Ugh. Alright, this is okay. Shame it's Visali for you. Yeah, definitely not for me. There are 6 shorts. Is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? This is the Lantern player. This is Angle Lufa, which is the Lantern player of MTGO. This has to be Lantern. Yep. So probably gonna name Reclaimer. Yep. Not bad. So we have no answers to bridge game 1, which is kind of annoying. So they have a where? I guess we have to cast Nailia. He just clocks faster. This is 2016, Lantern Control, yeah. Well, we don't have to go get Last Zone just yet. Also, this Reclaimer is named by the Spyglass, so... Yeah, Nailia has been good. So they're probably going to get in Serum Bridge now. We can draw at instant speed. We definitely want to draw the Golos because it finds my Balakut. I'm going to activate before because they might name Sorcerer Spyglass and then I can't play the Golos, you know. We might get got there, but now we're fine. Snare and Bridge. So right. So we Golos next turn, go get... God damn it. That's very good. Do I want to play Thalia or do I want to play Dryad? Let's play Thalia. How did I beat Dryad Valakut? By milling all my Valakuts. Okay. Hello there. Thalia definitely looking silly now. Yes, Ursa, I haven't missed you. Ursa is alright, okay? Ursa paid for Astrolabe's sins. Ursa paid for Astrolabe's sins. Oh, they upkeep shuffled. Okay, so that's what happened. So I think they have the lock now. Because I can't activate Nylea anymore. I can't activate Reclaimer anymore. So all I have is a Fetchland and a Steve. So we need to get very lucky with double Codex Shredder and their top decking Pixies next turn. Yeah, we are very dead here. Yeah, so Nylea is Needled and Reclaimer is Spyglass. Otherwise, we would be winning this game very, very easily. They should not cast these Thoughtseize, yeah. There's no reason. We have Thopter Foundry? Huh. No, Nylea, no! I could be drawing this prime time. Ugh. Brutal. I suspect they're gonna make me shuffle an upkeep. Yeah. Is this where we go for it? No, they have too much. Yeah, I think we're actually locked out. All right, I think we're actually locked out. Like I could continue playing that game, but like they have actually 4, so we would need to have like 8 good draws in a row. Seems a little bit tough. Gargaroth, GDFO, Fountain. None of these really matter, right? Maybe they have Ashiok, maybe. Not even 100% sure. Courser, Ewit. Sand is a little bit slow, but it's good against all the discard spells and all that nonsense. That's a great top deck. Truly great top deck. I forgot what they had on top. My bad. So we can Golos next turn if we play the knight. So they're gonna... Oh, okay. Spire of Industry. So I think they have discard spells, but they were missing black sources. We have Ursa on top. They probably have to exile that one. Oh, but they're gonna throw the Ursa first. That makes sense. So they're probably gonna Prixis now, yeah. So Blast Zone is gone, which sucks for us, obviously. Okay. So they have 2 blue sources. Try it. Boom. Boom. paste this. Suva. Copy this. Boom. 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 So I think we got him here. Flagstones is hot tech. Yeah, Flagstones is like the combo with Reclaimer, obviously. And when you have a Dryad in play, you can Knight can also suck Flagstones, which is pretty great. Pretty nice little bit of synergy. But yeah, I've been building decks around the Reclaimer Flagstones interaction for months. I am pretty sure we got him. Pretty sure that we got him. They are not going to be able to play a Snare and Bridge and answer the Dryad at the same time. And we have lethal with the Knight plus Golos or Reclaimer. And we also have lethal through the Dryad. So I think we just got him here. I don't think they can win anymore. I had some really interesting games. I think that the matchup against Lantern, whatever it is that you were playing, usually the Lantern matchup was super skill intensive. Honestly, I am sad. Honestly, I have to say that I am actually sad that Lantern got, you know, pushed out of the format. Yeah, it's really frustrating when you spend like 20 minutes losing. But like if you know the matchup, you just know that you're losing for 20 minutes, so you might as well just like concede and move on with your life. I was a Murphy. Well, yeah, of course. Like just like everything in Modern, you might have some bad matchups. It's just kind of the nature of the beast, right? So Thalia on turn 2 might do some damage. My opponent said I had a plan, but it didn't involve that much damage that turn. Dex, great. What can I tell you? Inquisition's very good there. That's a really good Inquisition. No one had a great Lantern matchup. That's not true. Tron had a great Lantern matchup. Tron did actually have a great Lantern matchup. I wonder if they will want to get my Ghost Quarter. Maybe yes, because they know about the ramming up in my hand. And Snare and Bridge. So I'm gonna let them draw the Wearer because they are really far away from casting it. I don't think I care about Bujuki Bog. I do care about that Inquisition though. Either Vial. Oh my god. At the beginning of your act, choose target opponent. This turn, that player can't cast spells or activate abilities and plays with their hand revealed. You may play lands and cast spells from that player's hand this turn. Well, that's pretty cool, actually. Alright, so they have a shit ton of basics, which is bad for us. We do have Blast Zone. Ooh, Tracker's a good one. So they have another Spire. There's the bridge. If they have a word, they kind of have to work for like Spyglass right now to name the Blast Zone. Otherwise, I just start going ham on this on their stuff. So I imagine, yeah, that's what's going on. By Neil naming Blast Zone. Yep. All right, so now we have to go for the B plan, which is Tracker plus draw cards until we find, what's his name? Knight of Autumn. Another Lantern. That's fine. So Corsair doesn't do anything, but I still would like to ramp here. Biting Needle. Biting Needle cannot name clues because clues are tokens, so that's cool. We definitely want to get Valakut in play. Oh no, shoot. I guess if they don't name Ghost Quarter, I might Ghost Quarter myself. Nah, I'm not gonna Ghost Quarter myself to save this Triad. Okay, they did name Ghost Quarter. Wait, why are they letting me draw this? Uh-oh. Punt? Uh-oh. Definitely punt. Well, we have a Valakut in play. So now we make our first land drop, we get a clue. We play a Dryad, and now our Valakut actually just kills them. So that's why I'm saying that they punted. Yep, opponent agrees. Tracker is a good versus Lantern. Yes, Tracker is insane versus Lantern. Alright, can I finally... I am due. I am due for my second 5-0 with this deck. I am due for my second 5-0. These have been my results so far. 4-1, 4-1, 5-0, 4-1, 3-2, 4-1, 3-2, 4-1, 4-1. That's way too many 4-1s. So I am due... Oops. Somehow everything disappeared there. I am due for another 5-0, chat. How does this deck do against Boggles? You just play Blast Zone and they can't win, really. I thought this was a 4-on-1 stream. Well, I mean, I literally just proved that this is exactly a 4-on-1 stream, right? Didn't we 3-2 initially? Yeah, the only time that I didn't cash was when my deck was misbuilt. So I am not counting that first league because I think that I am counting since I realized that I should not be playing Noble Hierarchs because that was terrible, and that Thalia was the card that I was needing. How did we win the other game? We just dealt a lot of damage the same way, just Dryad plus Valakut. %78% win rate, yes. That's kind of where we're hovering. Right now we're currently 39-10 overall. Nissa in the 5-0 dump. You mean Nylea? Let's get paired against John or something that it's, you know, easy. So we can just 5-0, you know, get our trophy, get my list posted one more time. Hold up, what's Nylea doing there? House of Mana, I recommend you watch match number 3 of today's stream against Bant Control. Twice we just played Nylea, and then it was just a matter of time before my opponent lost all hope. It's gonna be Prowess. This hand is actually pretty great against Prowess, so... Upside, I already have the Nightly on paper. Well, I ordered all the cards that I wanted 2 days ago. And now I guess I'm going to have to go back and order an Nylea. No, that's not true. I have a foil one. I have a foil one from where I got second in that event. That I don't remember when it happened. Played against Funky Monkey. I remember seeing their names, so they must be a little bit of a grinder. Shout at me for suggesting the card. Yep, that was this. Nylea was suggested by Leviathan. Yeah, I'm playing foils in paper sucks, I know. Chat, are we playing a mirror match? Is this my first ever mirror match, chat? Is this the first ever mirror match, chat? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Sorry, I copied your deck. They say they are 3-0. I can't believe that I'm playing my first ever mirror match. I can't believe that I'm playing my first ever mirror match. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Alright, so important turn sequence here. Never mind, we're going with Dryad, let's go. When the creator must face his creation, I know. Honestly, it feels awesome. You folks have no idea how proud this makes me. You have no idea how proud this makes me. Ivan gives the tier 1 sub to Curator Ventress. Gracias, papá. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold, Curator. Wow. This is such a great feeling. Even if I win this matchup, I don't care. Just building a deck from scratch and then just like randomly hopping into the mono queue and somebody else is just playing your deck. It feels awesome. It feels so awesome. And for the 5-0, no less. For the 5-0, no less. And tap land off the top. I was gonna say should be sick. So I'm going to attack here to force my opponent to do something. If they Vial in Athalia, I'll take the trade, whatever. My opponent does not block, even though they could have activated Reclaimer. But I wanted to see what they did there. So what I'm going to do here is simply, I'm just going to Golos. We're going to get Valakut. I'm going to, I guess, attempt to shoot the Reclaimer. My opponent is going to sacrifice something that they're going to go squatter my Valakut. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to call for Raminap, and then I'm going to cast Raminap. Eladambre Skull. Well, this is very interesting, actually, because now they cannot save... Now they can't save their Reclaimer. Unless I'm missing something. Huh, they let the Reclaimer go. They let the Reclaimer go. What is their hand if they are letting the Reclaimer go? That's like the nuts. Is this deck the modern analog of Legacy Esper Vial? Not really. Ugh. Brutal. Yep. So now my Dryad's gonna die. Yeah, so what I wanted to have going, because my opponent had Vial to start the game, they actually got to get going first. So that sucks. We have to kill this Raminap before we can even continue to play this game. They're down to 1 card, however. Step number 1. Attack. Tell the opponent if they beat me, they become the new master of the deck. I actively want my opponent to kill my own Thalia. My opponent says, huh? We will need to go square ourselves to get Queen with White, yes. Which would make things very awkward. Yeah, I think we just have to do this, unfortunately. So we're gonna get our own Raminap, we're gonna replay Ghost Squatter, and we're gonna Ghost Squatter their Valakut. We leave them without a Valakut, and then we can continue playing. Even though we are super far behind. But like, this needs to happen for us to have a shot at winning this game. And we're actually far behind here. Frank here playing for the chess, but opponent over there playing like a pro and just drawing strictly better. Yeah, because their Valakut was actually a Vesuva, they have a lot more flexibility with their plays. And we're dead to them drawing a Golos, we're dead to drawing a Prime Time. We're just dead to multiple things here. Yeah, Golos is good enough to kill us. Because now they get Vesuva, Valakut copies Vesuva, GG's. Right, Knight of Autumns, Path to Exiles, Aven Mind Sensors. Thalia is horrible. So bad. Gargaroth sucks. Alright, so we want Path, we want Reclaimers, we definitely want Vials. Do I speak another language other than English? Yes, my mother tongue is actually, excuse me, my mother tongue is actually Spanish. and I speak a tiny bit of Portuguese. I don't think this is going to be an Ilia matchup, actually. Good combo. All the combos. Fala português, eu falo. Eu posso, mas I falo só um pouquinho mais suficiente para ter uma conversação. My Vial deck showed up on the channel Vial side. Yep, I know. Also on, apparently also on, what's his name? Also showed up on, damn it, Star City Games. Okay, so I think we're just going to, what do they have? Steve, that's pretty good for them. So we're gonna have to go squatter ourselves here, and we're gonna play a Dryad. Float mana, go squatter. Yes. Go get a green source. Flagstones. Yes. Get a Temple Garden. Play Dryad. Play Blast Zone. And unless my opponent does something very broken involving their own Dryad and their own Valakut, I think we should be able to win this game. Okay, so they got Reclaimer. Knight of Autumn, my own Dryad. That slows me down considerably. Slows me down considerably. I mean, it's a free attack. I'm definitely siding out my Thalias, but my opponent's being conservative. That's fine. So get a Snow-Covered Forest. All right, uptick. So I think I'm gonna blow up 1-drops here. Interested in blowing them up while I'm ahead. 1, 2, 3. And destroying their Reclaimer seems actually super relevant because they can get Bojuka Bog and they can slow down my Raminaps. And unless they have Dryad plus Valakut plus something else, I think we're gonna be winning this game. A guy named Mike here in San Antonio that claims you two are friends. Is he pulling my leg? Mike, what's his last name? If you tell me what his last name is, I could help you out. Couldn't you witness for Dryad plus Dryad Steve and kill the Reclaimer? I'm interested in this killing their Aether Vial too. Mike Hunt. I don't think I know who that is. All right, so now I think we're gonna be fine. Brutal. Path is gross there. Path is so sick. Ugh. Alright, so Ewit, get back Dryad. Play Knight of the Reliquary Sago. Mike Hunt. That's some really top tier comedy that you folks are into. I can't keep up with such top quality comedy. We take 4 here. It's actually not a bad draw. No, man, I don't get him other comedy. No, I don't. Mike Roch. Wow. I'm a boomer? Yeah, of course I'm a boomer. Why wouldn't I want to be a boomer? Is this my first mirror? Yes, yes it is. So they definitely have another path to exile and they're wondering whether they should activate now. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna play a second Dryad and now I'm gonna get a Celestian Sanctuary here. Mind Sensor? Oof. Well, we have to destroy the Mind Sensor, so I have to let this resolve. Always yes, always yield. And I guess now that we're here, yes, get a plains, kill your tracker, flagstones, yes, get a temple garden, kill your Knight of Autumn, I guess. All right. Is this the mirror? Yeah, Jesus. This is my first ever mirror. I am pretty stoked. I am pretty stoked to be playing a mirror match right here. I feel like we're pretty ahead. They can start making zombies, but I'm gonna start like sucking lands to get more Valakuts, and I have 2 Dryads, so my opponent needs 2 removal spells. Alright, so more paths on the draw for sure. I want the 3rd copy. Anything else that I want to change on the draw? Not really. And as we saw, the matchup seems to not be too much about card advantage, but it seems to be much more about just basically having access to Dryad. Just Dryad plus Valakut is the mirror breaker, so making Garbanzo bean soup. How are we doing in the league? We're currently 4-0. Jesus, we're playing for the 5. We're playing the mirror for the 5-0. I didn't save. Whoops. Sorry, this is too important to tweet, you know. There we go. Probably cut a tracker actually. Sure. Yeah, we definitely keep this. We have to play around Mind Sensor. Arasta for blue-red prowess? Yes, Arasta has been very good. All right, they don't have... That's good for us. They don't have... They cannot actually start ramping just yet. Should I call for a Reclaimer? Should I call for a Reclaimer? I guess that there's no need for me to do this right now. Yeah, definitely getting a Reclaimer here, I guess. What are we? So we're definitely going to Knight of Autumn the Dryad. That's the easy part. No, there's no way. We're just calling for Dryad here. We're definitely calling for our own Dryad. Yeah, let's shock. Courser into Knight. Okay, but they're not getting value from Reclaimer. So now we're starting to pull ahead. We have a Vial. My opponent does not seem to have an answer to the 2-hour Vial. Vial 100% going upstairs. Okay. So I think we're just going to play field here and just play Dryad. Gotta play Valakut. We expose it to Ghost Quarter, but if they do play Ghost Quarter, then they are down a land. And we can still Ewit either the Dryad or the Valakut next turn. Fully remember the times when you would seek out of obscure cards and people were like, what the fuck is that card, do anything in it? And it's like, well, it's for the MLT, you wait. Now we want the good cards like Fetches and Vials. That time for Nick Snowflakes. Yeah, it's been a while. What is this? 3 mana, 4 mana, activation. They have GG floating, so they're trying to luck sack. My opponent feels like they're behind, and they're trying to luck sack, find another land here, and they miss. What do they do with GG? They Reclaimer. If we get to untap, I think we just might be winning. So we can Ewit, we can pick up Illadamber's Call, and then we can call for another Dryad, which would allow me to kill both Reclaimers. Would converting this deck into Necrors, Classic Warfarm / Stronghold be worth it? No. I basically don't think that splashing any colors in this deck is worth it. And I don't think that you can add any cards that will convince me that it's worth it. Another Reclaimer. Okay, so we're gonna be killing all of the Reclaimers. We're gonna be killing all 3 Reclaimers. How good is Courser? In this deck, very good. In most decks, probably not too great. Get back call. This is going to stay on 3. Play this. Almost yes, always yield. Green, white. Play this. Another Dryad. 1, 2, 3. Play Dryad. Play this. I guess I shouldn't have played the Dryad. It was just better to not play it, actually. And then we play this. Definitely way more important to kill Reclaimer than to kill the Courser here. And I guess that this is a free attack because my opponent can't really block. No, you don't want to block there. Oh, wow. You don't want to block there, opponent. Yikers. The superior Titan Vial player is the winner. The superior Titan Vial player gets trophy number 10. There's also, aren't these pants great? Like, for real. Aren't they sick? We have great pants, we got great decks, we got great matchups, we got great trophies, everything. We got it all. We got it all. This stream has it all. This stream has it all. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot. So this brings my overall win rate with the deck up to 40 and 10, so exactly 80%. So that's my current record with the deck. Exactly 80%. Yellow. Nassif, dude, you came in just in time. You came in such in time. Thank you so much for the sub. And we just 5-0'd with Titan Vial. Got trophy number 3. We went 9-0 today on stream. And I played for the 5-0 against the mirror match. And my opponent was actually 3-0. Oh man. So excited. So excited. Alright. So what do I think? What do we think about this? Number 1. Nylea, sick. Nylea, sick. What else? That's kind of it. Oh, he's streaming? Oh, so Nassif just like casually subscribed to the stream. Oh, because it was a gifted sub. Oh, my bad. All right. Are there matchups that are significantly better for this than for Amulet? Yes, any deck that plays Aether Gust. We can beat them and Amulet cannot. Should there be more Knight of the Reliquary? I don't think so. I don't think that you want to play more than the 1 copy. Like, we're not a very good Knight of the Reliquary deck, right? And Knight, I mean, I talked about all of this in the article. Like, Knight doesn't actually ramp you unless you have Flagstones and Dryad. Like, it doesn't put actually more lands into play, so I think that Knight is actually worse than Reclaimer. That's why we have 4 Reclaimers and only 1 Knight. We need Sakama. No, we don't. What else? Nylea was actually pretty hot, as I was saying. Tracker is the nuts. I think I want to keep the ramming up in the main deck. So one change that I did today was +1 castle and -1 castle +1 flagstones. I think I actually like that. I think I actually do like that. It's very nice to have access to like flagstones more reliably. So probably this is where I want to go moving forward. Blaststones just seem so mediocre. It seems mediocre until it wins the game. Like we probably would have been, we wouldn't have been able to win the game 2 against the mirror without the blast zone. Like I think we won easily because of the blast zone. Just being able to clear my opponent's vial brought, while we were able to get ahead. Like we were able to get 3 or 4 mana from the vial while our opponent did not, and we also got to get rid of their 1-drop. So definitely Blast Zone was worth it there. And when you get paired against Prowess, you're gonna be very happy that you have Blast Zone in your deck. Is Oracle good? We cut it on a whim ages ago. No, it's not. It's not good. Shifting Ceratops, yep. Where's the TCG player link? Oh, somebody just posted already. Okay. Open chess? Nah, this is not an open chess stream. This deck doesn't even need Titan. You're just playing Green-White Value Town. No, this is not Green-White Value Town. Green-White Value Town was a deck based around playing Knight of the Reliquary, playing 4 Ghost Quarters in your deck, and playing multiple Ramming Apps, playing 4 Coursers, 4 Knights. I think it played like 3 or 4 Trackers as well. It played Collected Company. This deck is very different than Value Town. This is a ramp deck. This is a ramp deck that gets value different ways. So it's not... I don't know. Like, people continue comparing this deck to Green-White Value Town. It's just like, just play some decks, play some matches with the deck, and you're gonna see that it doesn't really play particularly similar. If you did play some Value Town, then you're going to remember how that deck played out, and it was very much a mana denial deck, which this deck isn't. All right, okay. You have to. We have an emote for that, Ovesus Notus. You need the Sakapa emote, so I can see that you're joking. Questing Beast as well. Yeah, Questing Beast was just not... It was basically just Wars Gargaroth. And Nullhide Ferox I didn't try. I think I would play Baloth before Ferox, because Baloth is good against the Prowess decks. and burn. Open one chest. Okay, I'm gonna open exactly one chest, which is basically only for you, Tuti, only for you. One chest, okay? So it better be good. Yay, we opened 5 basic lands and 10 play points. What the hell is this? Yannick Scavenging Sentinel. What is this? How do you spell this? Yannick. 49 cents. Damn. Not even half a ticket. Not even half a ticket. Cool. All right. So how did you enjoy that? Are you entertained, chat? Were you entertained by me setting on fire, I guess, $1.50? Was that exciting for you? Oh, we didn't update the record. My bad. My bad. This is too exciting. I'm entertained. Okay. Burning monies. How much worth the chest? 250 something now. But I'd be more entertained to use it again. I'm not gonna fall again, my bluebird. Not gonna fall again for it. Alright, that was cool. That was very cool. We got the 5-0, we got a 4-1, 80% win rate overall with the deck. Yeah, I don't think I have very many thoughts besides the deck's real. The deck's real, folks. You know the deck is real when you play for the 5-0 against the mirror match, right? That's how you know that the deck is real. Glad I caught the stream even though I was at the end of the league. Well, yeah, thank you for being here, Obissus. But yeah, thanks for creating this. Oh yeah, 100%. This was really exciting. I'm really happy about everything that's going on. This deck really is fun. It's fun, and we have the Sam Black article going up. We have Reed Duke also talking about it on CFB. Definitely very cool. Why do I think this list is performing so well? Because it attacks the metagame in a way that it's not that the metagame is not ready for. I think that people will eventually have to adapt, particularly if people don't adapt and the deck keeps on putting up results. Then what's going to happen is people are going to be forced to adapt, and when people adapt, then things are going to be worse. But it is... like, even still, right? Like, I don't even know how you would really attack this deck. I feel like the deck loses to itself a lot more than it loses to whatever it's facing. Like, the way that you beat this deck is you just get under it, right? Like, you get under the value or you combo it out. That's probably, like, the main ways to answer this deck. But, like, Blood Moon... that's fine. You just play a 6/6 and a Gargaroth and Nihilea, or like just get a massive tracker and just win anyway. Ashiok, we beat Ashiok 2 or 3 times today. I don't know how many times we beat Ashiok. Like, we just don't really lose to Ashiok, particularly when your opponent minuses on you for no reason. Like Thalias, I think the Thalias are such an important part of the deck. Really, really important part of the deck. The 3 Thalias. Remember joking about building this deck in paper, now I really want to. Again, I already bought my cards. I bought all the cards that I was missing, so I put my money where my mouth is. It's official. Prowess is a bad matchup though, right? I would imagine yes. I have not played against Prowess since I've been playing the 2 Arastas, 2 Knight of Autumn build. And Arasta has been very good every single time I have resolved it. How is that Nauseam matchup? I played 50 matches so far and I have not seen Nauseam a single time. I would imagine that it's bad. That's why Eidolon is here and why the Dumping Spheres are here as well. Any card that I would swap with Gargaroth? If I were not playing Gargaroth, I would play... That's a good question. I was really impressed by Nylea. Maybe like a Thragtusk? Maybe you could play a Tusk, or you could play an Obstinate Baylord or something like that. How is the Amulet matchup for this? Unwinnable. But Amulet is unplayable, so that's why this deck is so good. It's because, like, your worst matchups are just lose to the entire rest of the deck. Of the metagame, sorry. Is a 4th Thalia worth it? That's actually, again, I talked about this in my article. If you haven't read the article, check it out. It's free, and read it. So 4th Thalia would not be a main deck consideration for me, but it is actually a cyber consideration. Like, I could see instead of this Eidolon, this is taking the room that I tried Gadoktig in yesterday, and this, I was thinking that this could also be the 4th Thalia for the matchups where Thalia shines. So, yeah. Sunblack's article is up on SCG. Yes, but it's behind a paywall. I'll read it in a week. I have no rush, honestly. My article, though, it's free, so you can read that one. Why is Amulet bad right now? I'm still getting good results. Good for you, worst Amulet players. I have not. I have been really struggling against it. Greentron. We have a really good matchup against Greentron. I am X&O so far, over like 5 or 6 times that I played against Greentron. Set to Shalai when it was decent but not remarkable. Yes, Shalai was okay. Shalai was okay. That's maybe something that you could play instead of the Gargaroth, honestly. Shalai is a fine card. It could be okay. Alright folks, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Hope you have fun trying out Titan Vial. And I'll see you later. Bye bye.